A few things that I can tell you about it is that it takes about 2 hours for this battery to fully charge, and it takes this thing about never realized I'd make so many YouTube videos about like house stuff. Although I'm renting, but there's still like stuff I've had to buy. So let's go out to my garage, grab my newest toy, I guess you could call it. I don't really know. Not necessarily something I wanted to buy, but needed to buy so I can, had to buy it so I could take care of all those leaves there and there. So, all right. This is what I've just bought. Don't really know how I'll do an unboxing, but we're gonna figure that out. Holy crap, this thing's gotten, it's kind of got beaten up a little with all these like computers and stuff that I put back here. Hopefully they don't notice that when I go to trade it in. I had to pull this in earlier because my garage door was not working for some reason. Alright, so here we go. A Ryobi, I'm pretty certain that's how it's pronounced if I'm not mistaken, 18 volt 1 plus system. This is the cordless, basically weed eater with the blower. So I was originally just going to buy just a leaf blower, but just the leaf blower was 55 bucks, and then you had to buy this separate. By the time you bought that, unless you just got the leaf blower kit, you were at like 80 bucks. And this was just 100 bucks for all of it. So basically for $100 I have really everything else I should need. I needed a weed eater because we didn't get one last summer. And then I needed, needed a leaf blower of course now. And then I also needed the charger and the battery. Now I originally, oh it's not here. This dope Craftsman that I'm going to do a video on next year. I used it a few times. It's been great. Going to kind of do a year or 6 month review. But this giant V60 battery. So Craftsman makes a leaf blower that takes this battery from what I saw online. But the issue was it was $160 because it came with the battery and the charger. And from what I saw, they did not sell just the leaf blower. You had to buy the kit. And of course, I already had the battery and the charger when we bought this. Let's try to do a unboxing on this somehow. Not entirely sure how, but we'll do the unboxing and then I'll just kind of show you my yard and we'll see how well this actually works. Do a first ever, oh, that was kind of loud. Tall unboxing, which, I mean, even on this, I can't really, dang, do I have anything higher I can set the camera on? My daughter's adorable pink scissors that I'm going to use to open this. On the side. Join the conversation. Alrighty, what do we got here? Right on top, first and foremost, battery. This is the charging dock, charging brick, whatever you'd want to call that. Nice that it gives you actual indicators. Alright, Home Depot. This is part of the trimmer, so I don't think, and it has an auto feed string head, so I don't believe that I'll really need this yet because I don't plan on using the trimmer yet. Alright. See, take out this cardboard, I guess. Comes in two pieces. So it looks like this. This is a trimmer, but looks like it just snaps right into here. There we go. Trimmer is together. I'll show you the rest of it in a moment. And then here's our, I don't know what you would call this, the leaf blower nozzle? I don't know names of this stuff. The piece here, I have to look at some instructions. This one looks to be the same thing, just a little shorter. And then the actual leaf blower itself Nothing else down in the box from what I can see. The leaf blower itself. There we go. So this is the leaf blower. Looks like that's its little fan and everything. Your battery goes in right on top. And a convenient on-off switch right there. And then of course it came with these. With these two, one's longer, one's shorter. Don't really know the purpose. I'd have to look that up. This is all stuff that's completely new to me. I've never had to do yard work. So I always lived in like an apartment or a place that didn't have yard work. So for me, a whole lot of this is completely new. And then this is a weed eater, as I call it, but it's not a weed eater, but still. Handle here with your button. Battery goes in right there on the bottom. And that seems to be it. This says that it has some type of auto string thing, so apparently like if the string cuts, it just gives you another one. Ingenious. I remember my dad having to deal with that for hours, so that's pretty nice. As I showed you kind of already, the battery here and charging dock for the battery. So I'm gonna let this charge and then we're gonna take it out and give it a test and see how it works. I've already got so much stuff over here. Alright, so that means that it has power. So let's pop our battery in. Wrong way. Bingo. And charging is solid green. Red is defective. Energy saving. Hopefully this ain't defective. It should turn green and say that it's charging. Battery's charging over here. And I've got a big mess of boxes and stuff to clean up. So I'm going to deal with that. Soon, hopefully all of this will look better. This has been out here for at least a couple of weeks. The biggest issue I have is, you know, if you see those trees, those aren't my yard. They're on the other side of the wall there. And you see all those trees too that are falling into our yard. Well, as you can see, those are over there as well, which isn't our yard either. So the worst part is all of this is my leaves, which I think that's kind of shenanigans. Defective. Finally, the third one is charged and working. Definitely gets the job done, 90 miles per hour. Of course, the wetness didn't help us from all the rain, but no, it definitely works. So this thing works, just not very well on wet leaves. We're going to give it time to dry and do this another time. But I want to see what this adapter does versus the long one. I would think the long one would be more like pointing. This is probably like a wider span. Let's see. It's too early. I still look sleepy. The Ryobi, hopefully I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I know YouTube will correct me in the comments. Leaf blower, string trimmer, had it for about 2 weeks now. Say hi.
Hi. Are you recording for YouTube?
I am, yeah, I'm finishing up a video. So, this blower works, definitely. It puts out at 90 miles per hour. There's a higher end one that's 100 miles per hour. But as long as your leaves are not wet, this more than works. So a few things that I can tell you about it is that it takes about 2 hours for this battery to fully charge. And it takes this thing about 20 to 25 minutes before it dies. What we ended up doing was we had to charge this up about 3 times, maybe 4 times before we got our whole yard done. That's a little bit of an issue, but you can buy another battery for about 40 bucks. But I can save for 90 bucks to get both of these with the battery pack, with the charger. I think that it's well worth it. It'll definitely get the yard done. If you have a bigger yard, I would not recommend one of these. I'd recommend something with a stronger battery. If you have a smaller yard like we have, this should work perfectly for you. So that's my review of the Ryobi string trimmer and leaf blower. It's worked. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to get another battery, and that's my review on it. You want them to see you? There we go. Look at your
I
outfit.
almost stepped on it. Me and my friend are dressing up like a popular girl today. I really hope she remembered.
Well, I'm going to get this.
What's staying on inside?
I'm going to get this popular girl to school. If you like this video, click that like button, click subscribe down in the corner, and we will see you in the next video. Deuces.
Peace.